Nubian. Hello, gorgeous. Hello, pretty people. All the pretty people say, hey, Jerusha. Yes, I know it's what? 9 p.m. Eastern time. It's late. It's late. But what did I say I was going to do? Oh my gosh, when you say you're going to do something, you've got to do exactly what you say. And so I am. And so if you're not following me on TikTok, you might want to follow me because that's where I made the commitment that I would show up every day for 90 days because I'm on a 90-day sprint and I'm just joining in my Facebook family so that you won't miss it either. But for sure, make sure you follow me on TikTok because that's where I will be for sure for the next 90 days. Yes, it has been a challenge, but in a good way. So I had a business event today. Hi, gorgeous. Thank you so much for joining me. So I had a business event today on a Zoom and it was awesome. And then I have some good stuff coming up. I am doing some things with a radio television station. And oh, I love the hearts. And I will have an opportunity to shout your businesses out. So if you have a business and it's going to be broadcast in so many places, so I can't tell you all the details, but just know, okay, just know, I'm letting you know, okay, if you want to learn more about how I can give your business a shout out on something that I'm doing, I'm partnering with somebody and it's going to be aired in a lot of different places. And so, yes, I'm so grateful for that opportunity. So if you have a business and you're my people, yes, and you're my people, so you're going to have an opportunity to be a part of that. So in the comments below, yes, put shout out. So I'll know you even want the information. Then I can share that with you. Rachel is in a building. Thank you so much for joining me, Rachel. Yes. Oh, why am I so dressed? Well, I had a business event today. It's so funny because I was being recognized. I'm a part of the top 1% of my company. And so we had one of our events today. And so that was earlier. And then I had to get on another important call. Yes, because I'm going to be doing some things where I can shout out some businesses. And it's going to be broadcast in a lot of places, streaming in a lot of places on iHeart and all the things. And so if you want to be a part of that, you have a business, you wrote a book or whatever it is, and you want to be a part of that, put shout out in the comments and I'll get back with you with the details, but I can't tell you all the goodness, but just know I'm going to be live in other places that I am partnering with. So that's why. So I was still dressed and I didn't change. And I have another meeting at 10 p.m. with my own personal unit. So I was like, oh, well, let me just stay dressed. Yes. So I've been super busy today. So it was difficult. Okay. So you want to know about it. Okay. So you have a beauty business, like whatever it is, you sell lashes, lotions, potions, pots, pans. It doesn't matter. You wrote a book. You have a nonprofit. You whatever you have, put shout out because I am partnering with some very good outlets where I'm doing a show for them and I get to give shout outs for different businesses. And so I'll have to give you details about that, but I want to know who would want to participate. So I can't tell you all the details yet because we're still in conversation, but it is happening. It's coming. So this is our year. This is our year. So this is our year to do some amazing things. So, you know, when you show up, you just never know how God is going to bless you. And so that's why I keep saying, do it while you're not perfect, right? Just start doing it so you get the practice and you get in a place where this is a consistent habit and it's not a struggle. And so I am grateful for this opportunity. Oh, she said, okay, because I'm looking at you. You're so dressed. Yes, I know. People are never dressed on a Facebook Live or a TikTok or Instagram Live, right? Well, that's why I'm still dressed the way that I am because I had an important business Zoom earlier today for a few hours, actually. And then after that, I had another one. So that's the deal. But put shout out if you want to even know more about this. And one of the places that I'll be partnering with is iHeart. So just know it's going to be something you may want your business recognized. Oh, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate that. Can I do what? Can you play? I don't know what that means. Oh, okay. Thank you so much. She said, you're pretty. You're pretty too on the tick and the talk. All right, so let's talk about it. So really quickly, because I have another meeting at 10 with my own personal unit, but I promised I would show up for TikTok for 90 days, and I streamed in on my Facebook family as well. So 6 ways to have an abundant attitude. Write that down. 6 ways to have an abundant attitude. I'm only going to share one way today, the second way on tomorrow, and on Tuesday, the third way. So just make sure that you're following. If you're not following me yet, go ahead and follow so you can get all of the 6 ways to have an abundant attitude. And that's something that I try and practice every single day, because people say, how are you so excited? How are you so motivated? I practice, right? So I'm not perfect. I'm practicing every day on how to be excited and have the best attitude in life, have the best attitude toward my business, toward people. And I don't always get it right because I'm human, but I'm always practicing. I'm always in progress, right? Of doing better and becoming. And so write that down. And so you want to make sure that you follow me on that. So don't let someone's history be your future, first of all. And so I don't really care what other people experience was with their businesses, with their projects, with whatever it was. It doesn't matter. It's not you. So I would not let someone's good or bad attitude or experience determine what I'm going to do. If God deposited inside of me and it's my desire, then I'm going to do it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to believe in it. And so I'm on a 90-day sprint. So if you're joining me, I'm Jerusha Wiggins, motivational speaker, radio personality, and business coach in the direct sales business. And I help women start a business, get started with me in my organization. I'm personally developing 100 online leaders, and I'm tough. Like when you get it, I am tough because I'm going to push you forward to success. No, let's go. Okay. No excuses. Let's go. If you want to change your life, I'm going to push you forward. You would have to say, Jerusha, stop making me successful, because I'm going to push you forward if you say you want to change. And so that's what's happening for me and my personal organization. But I also have the opportunity to help all of you, no matter what your businesses are. I help you build your business online and offline. So I create what I call double threats. So if you want to be a double threat, hashtag double threat, baby. Hashtag double threat if you want to be a double threat. Hashtag double threats. Okay. So let me just tell you, you are not anointed to be anybody else but you. You are not anointed to be anyone else but you. You might as well be yourself. So when you're choosing to show up online, you're choosing to post, you're choosing to start a business, right? It's for your family. It's for your life. Everybody else, you know what? Opinion of you doesn't matter. You're doing this. They do not pay your bills. I think that's the biggest thing that stops people is other people. You're not doing it because you're so consumed about other people and what they're going to think. I need you to adjust your attitude. You guys know Joyce Myers, right? Yes or yes. If you don't, just Google her if you want to know. And she said, you will surely die if you eat from the tree of negativity. Everybody is not happy for you, okay? Everybody is not going to go to the top like you. And so you've got to be careful with the people that you hang around and what you share with those people. And you've got to be careful with what you eat, because negativity will kill your business. Negativity will kill your idea. Negativity will kill your invention, because you are what you eat. Whatever you eat, that's what you are, okay? With anything. Because the enemy, guess what the enemy is going to do every day? I'm on this 90-day sprint. Yes, it's been challenging. See how much so many things I had going on today? I still showed up. It's 9 p.m. at night. I didn't want to give an excuse like, oh, I didn't do it that day. No, I could do it. It's nothing wrong with me. I could do it. I might not want to do it, but I need to do it, okay? Because the enemy will feed you BS, and I'm going to say bad stuff for the broadcast. The enemy will feed you BS. And I'm not talking about that other word, right? We'll be professional. We're going to say bad stuff. So when people feed you bad stuff, BS, first the odor comes out of the mouth. What comes out of the mouth, so it shall be. So whatever you speak, you get to keep. So you've got to be careful with what you say out of your mouth about yourself, because you will believe it. Your body believes anything the mind tells it. You are in control of what comes out of your mouth and what you feed yourself on a daily basis. So let's say, okay, somebody else, your girlfriend, you told her you're starting a business and you're in network marketing, direct sales, or you're about to sell hair, or you're about to sell lashes, and she's negative. She has eaten from the negativity tree. She's going to start doubting you too. She's going to start filling your head up with why it's going to be difficult for you because of her personal experience. She's going to start complaining, okay? She is. And guess what happens? It's almost like, a disease. What happens is when you hang around someone like that with that type of negative energy that's coming out of their mouth and they're telling you, all of a sudden it gets on you. All of a sudden you start believing it. Even though you've seen other people successful, it's easier to believe the negative part. It's easier to doubt. It's easier. So she's going to be questioning everything. And so now everything that's coming out of her mouth stinks. Negativity stinks. And if you are listening to that, you're going to stink too. And so that's how you're going to start. First of all, changing your attitude is not listening and letting people feed you BS. She said truth, okay? What you have to say to yourself, your thoughts, will have the greatest impact on you. You will listen to your inner voice before you listen to anyone else. Thoughts control your actions, and actions determine your destiny. So you're listening to yourself every single day. You are your greatest strength and your greatest weakness. You're the problem, you're the solution. So here's an activity to think more abundantly and to think with a bigger attitude, a better attitude for the next 80 some days in this 90-day sprint. Every day you got to start talking to yourself. I want you to say what you want. I want you to declare and decree who you are. So even if you're not there yet, whatever you speak, you get to keep. So whatever comes out of the mouth, so it shall be. And so you want to go ahead and say, I am a multimillionaire. I am a six-figure earner. I am debt-free. I am making history. Whatever your I am is, you start the sentence off, write this down with I am, whoever you want to be. I am powerful, influential. My signature will be an autograph. I say that to myself. I said, people gonna want my signature. I am that person. So what you speak, you get to keep. And so you, every day for the next 80 some days, this is the attitude you need to have, right? To think more abundantly about your projects, about whatever it is you're focused on in the next 80 some days that we're in this 90-day sprint. If you do not feed positive thoughts like this daily, before you realize it, you will become negative Nancy. You will be her. Do not talk about how many people said no when you're offering your product, offering your service, offering your opportunity. I don't care who said no. I only care who said yes. You only should care about who is moving forward. I don't care how many people didn't show, how many people didn't go. If your girlfriend said no, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Talk to the next person. Because once you start believing that everybody said no, that's not true, right? You told yourself that, so now you believe it. Because once you breathe, you start, your breath starts to stink because negativity is coming out. Your breath starts to stink. It will automatically permeate through your body. Now you're tired. Now you're sleepy. Be careful what you listen to and what you feed your mind. Because all of a sudden, it takes over your whole body. You got a headache. You have cramps. All of that starts to happen. Okay? Because you're feeding it. Yes or yes. Do you understand? Okay? So when this happens, I need you to start speaking that positive affirmation, I am. When this happens, you're going to write it down. Write your I am. Write it down. Because unfortunately, you will let somebody, the enemy, feed you BS. Most of the time, the enemy is you. A bad attitude is like a flat tire. If you don't fix it, you don't go anywhere. So you got to fix your attitude. Your attitude determines your altitude. Number one of the 6 ways that I change my attitude and helps me on a daily basis, I observe my thoughts. A pretty person's going to write this down. Number one, I'm going to give you 6 ways over the next 6 days. The first way is number 1. Put this in the chat for me. Thank you so much. I love you too. If you tag and share with somebody, man, you and I just became besties, because when I share, you share. That's how we change the world. Knowledge is the new rich. Arm yourselves with it. Number 1, observe your thoughts. I need you to do this project. Listen, do this activity with me if you want to grow with me. Write a few thoughts down for 10 minutes. In the morning, I want you to write a few thoughts down. Whatever you're thinking about, just write it down for 10 minutes. Because you can't fix a problem you don't know about. You cannot change what you don't confront, and you can't confront what you don't identify. I don't think sometimes people know how negative they are. So sometimes you got to write it down. So I was observing my thoughts one day, and I was just saying crazy stuff. I was just writing it down. Every time I had a thought, I wrote it down. And then at the end of the day, I looked at what I wrote, and it was craziness. Like, oh, that looks funny. Oh, I don't like my shoes today. Oh, I'm sleepy. I was saying all kind of stuff. Oh, I want something sweet. Oh, I hate driving. Oh, I don't want to get gas. I was saying all kind of stuff. Thoughts, thoughts, thoughts. Guess what? I wrote it all down. And so I was like, they were all pretty negative. Okay. They weren't positive thoughts. They were negative thoughts. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, I wish she'd get out the way. Oh my gosh, what is she doing? Oh, I'm annoyed. Like, I was writing down all of my thoughts. Write it down. I want you to practice this. Practice these techniques to feed your mind. It's estimated that your brain will produce approximately 70,000 thoughts per day. If 70,000 thoughts come through your mind throughout the day, right? Half of them, over half, is negative. So we have no more stinking thinking in the next 80 some days. You train your brain. At one time, we trained our brains to think the way they do. The good news is that we can retrain ourselves to think positive. Focus on using those 70,000 thoughts in a positive manner. Now I have to put alarms on my phone to start thinking positive. I have alarms that go out throughout the day that I say my affirmations. I am a woman of great power and influence. I am, a self-made millionaire. I am developing 100 online leaders. I just start saying it. So I'm speaking those thoughts. If I'm going to have 70,000 thoughts, I'm going to have some positive thoughts. And so that's something you have to practice. That's a technique that you have to practice. And I want you to do this. Go ahead. Yes or yes. If you're going to do it with me, say, yes, I'm going to do it, Jerusha. Put yes in the chat. Yes, 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 yes. You're going to do it. Okay, because the way that you think now, that's a learned behavior. You learn to think like that. So you can unlearn and you can retrain your brain. No more stinking, put stinking thinking. No more stinking thinking over here. Compare yourself only to who you were yesterday. So every day I'm trying to get better and better and better. Bettering my attitude, everything. Be your own competition. I don't have competition. I really am my only competition. I'm not worried about anybody else. I'm trying to beat me every day. My full potential takes off running in front of me every single morning, and I'm always trying to catch up. It's me against the world. Me. So the more you love your decisions, the less you need others to love them. I love my decisions to be developing 100 online leaders in my organization. I love it. I love the fact that I'm an entrepreneur. I love it. I love training and teaching and developing. I love it. And so if somebody around me don't love it, I don't care. The more you love your decisions, the less you need others to love them. The more that you're making a difference, right? The more lives that you're changing. Every time you do something, you give somebody else hope. Every time you triumph, you give somebody else hope. So you've got to work on your attitude about everything. If you're that person that as soon as something happened, your whole day is ruined, I'm going to need you to change your attitude. Okay. If you wake up in the morning and you stump your toe on the dresser, the whole day is not ruined. You know what happens in the morning? You let that one thing mess up your whole day. And so you've lost 24 hours of negativity. So we are going to get out of that negativity zone and we're going to get in the positive zone. And we're going to use those 70 thoughts every single day. And tomorrow you have homework. You're going to write down your thoughts throughout the day. Just write it down casually, just like, that was a thought. Let me write that down. And then I want you to read it and see how much your brain is moving. Even when you're not thinking that it is, it is. 70,000 thoughts is a lot per day. Right now, somebody's saying something crazy, right? They're just thinking it. We're just thinking it. She said, yes. Okay, amen. It's true. And so, yeah, so that is your homework. If you want more of this goodness, make sure that you follow me. If you're on Facebook, press the 3 dots and do see first. So when I go live, you get a notification. If you're on TikTok, make sure that you follow. I will be back tomorrow. There are 6 ways that I will share to have an abundant attitude and things that I do to better my own personal attitude. And so this is just one way. Tomorrow I will share the second way. If that was helpful, make sure you put helpful in the chat. Say, Richard, that was helpful. If that was helpful to you, yes, and you want all 6 ways, then I'll see your beautiful face on tomorrow. I'm just thankful that grace and mercy follow me. I'm Jerusha Wiggins, and I'll see you on the page. Have a great night.